Okay, now that we've done multiplying and dividing as tools for solving equations, we can also see how adding and subtracting work as tools for solving equations. So we already talked about question 11 here on page 314. We talked about how 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. That is true. And the question for question 11 is it okay to add the number 3 to both sides of the equation, which would then result in 4 minutes equals 63 seconds. So it's obvious that's not true. We started out with a true statement and now it's false. So the answer is no, we cannot add the number 3 to both sides because 4 minutes does not equal 63 seconds. So is it okay, question 12, follow-up, is it okay to add 3 seconds to both sides of the equations? Now, not just the number 3, but 3 seconds to both sides. And then we would result in 1 minute and 3 seconds is equal to 63 seconds. Why or why not? This is okay because those are equal, right? So yes, this is okay, adding the same quantity, 3 seconds to both sides. We started out with 1 minute equals 60 seconds, and adding 3 seconds to both sides does continue to make the statement true. So 1 minute and 3 seconds is equal to, I'm going to put a check mark above it, is equal to 63 seconds, which is what we started with a true statement. So true statement, still have a true statement. So that leads us to our solving tool with addition, which is tool number 3 here. We can add the same quantity. That was the key there with question 11 and 12. We weren't adding the same quantity in question 11, but in question 12 we were. So we can add the same quantity to both sides of an equation and it'll still give us, it's a legit tool to use. So we want to solve x minus 142 equals 70. So in order to solve that, we are going to use this addition tool by adding 142 to both sides. So if I add 142 to the left side and 142 to the right side, negative 142 plus 142 will become 0, and I'll be left with just x on the left side. And on the right side, I'll have 142 plus 70, which is 212. And so 142 plus 70 is 212, so that means 212 minus 142 is 70. So that is true. Question 14, we're going to be exploring maybe some subtraction here. So given the fact that 36 inches is equal to 3 feet, we want to subtract 5 inches from both sides of the equation and see if that still comes out to be true. So again, this is the same quantity from both sides, not just the number 5, but the quantity 5 inches. So if I subtract 5 inches from 36, I'll get 31 inches on the left when I take away 5 from 36. But if I take 5 inches away from 3 feet, I'm going to be left with 2 feet and 7 inches. Now the question is 2 feet and 7 inches equal to 31 inches? And it is true because this would be 24 inches if we think about our conversions plus 7 inches, and that is 31 inches. So this is still true, yes. And so that means that if we subtract the same quantity from both sides, we can use that to solve an equation. So we can subtract the same quantity from both sides to solve an equation. So we're going to solve n plus 1,361 is equal to 2,094. How do we solve that? Well, we have n plus 1,361, so we can subtract 1,361 from both sides. So on the left side, we have a positive 1,361, so minus 1,361. That leaves us with just n. And on the right side, when we subtract 1,361 from 2,094. That leaves us with a quantity of 733. So if I plug that back in, 733 plus 1,361 does come out to be 2,094. So that is